Hey everybody, this is Mark, All American Health. The ebook is out and available. Punching you in the face, giving you all the information that you need to start a non-emergency medical transportation company from scratch with no vehicles. You do it from your couch. Before you purchase a vehicle, you definitely want to do your research. I show you how to do that. I show you how to build a proper funnel in this industry to bring attention to your company. I walk you through that. The ebook is currently $150. It went on pre-sale for a couple weeks. It was $50. Now it's $150, and that price is going up. A guy told me I should have charged $500 for my ebook. It's gonna get there. In a couple weeks, it'll be up to $500. And I'm not kidding. This isn't a ploy. I'm telling y'all the truth. Because everything you need to start your transportation company without spending any real money is in my book. So if you're not spending money on starting your business, you spend money with me. And this is something you can do anywhere from your couch. So if you got an FBA account or Amazon account, you drop shipping and you living your best life, you know, if you out here in these streets selling coffee and grinding or doing whatever you're doing and you work from home, you can literally do this along with whatever else you're doing, and it shouldn't interrupt either one. You don't have to get in a vehicle if you use my model. You get in a vehicle after you build yourself a book of business. You don't get in a vehicle, then go try to find clients. This model does not require that you do a contract with the broker. This model actually encourages you not to do contracts with brokers. Puts you in a position where a broker contract is sprinkles on top of the donut. Y'all know I like a food reference. You know I like a food reference. But it's not the donut. It's broker contract, the cream filling is you know, it's not the donut. It's the jelly in the donut, but it's not the donut. You can eat a donut without jelly in the middle of it. I don't see why if you had a choice, why you would, but you can't. That's what the ebook does. It's an excellent book. I took time with this book. It's a really good book. Right now, it's $150. You should get the book. I think you should get the book. I think it would benefit you well. For those of you that are saying, well, I tried to pull it up on the link, I couldn't find it, just reach out to me via email. Just hop on my my consulting page. Shoot me an email through my contact form. Say you want the ebook. I see an invoice for it, and we go from there. Okay. So let's get into it. We're talking relationships. We're actually going to get deep into relationship conversation today. I'm gonna give you a story, a personal story about something that happened to me years ago when I met a young lady, and I'm gonna connect it to what not to do when you're building and creating a digital footprint with your business. So this is probably 10 years ago. I met a young lady. I was actually introduced to a young lady, and she's a nice young lady, nice gal. And we started to get to know each other. And at that time, I was building my business, chasing brokers like a lot of you guys are doing right now. And I was strictly focused on running my business. So I was getting up 4 o'clock in the morning, transporting people, picking them up, taking them to their appointments, getting them where they needed to go. I wish I had an ebook to show me how to do things the way you guys are doing things. But back then, the book that I had that introduced me to the non-emergency medical transportation business actually put me in a vehicle and had me working. So as a result, I was chasing brokers, but that's a story for another day. But since I was working so much, I really didn't have time to talk to this young lady during the day. So I would always call her and touch bases with her like 7, 8 o'clock at night after I got done with my day, prepared for my next schedule. And eventually we lost touch. The conversations became less and less because I wasn't interacting with her. And I ran into her a few months later, and I asked her, I said, what happened? Why, what happened? She said, well, I only thought you wanted one thing from me because you would only contact me late at night. And, I had to think about it and catch myself. And I said, dang, you know what? You're right. I would only contact you 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. But I was really focused on running my business and really trying to get it off the ground, gain some real traction in the industry. And she understood, but you know, that flame kind of went out because I really didn't pay attention to it. Your digital footprint and running your business is the same way. If you don't interact with these systems, the way their algorithm is set up that it needs constant attention. You have to post 2 or 3 times a week on each platform. If you're posting 2 or 3 times a week on each platform, that gives you some minimal traction, some minimal attention. If you don't post on a platform, what the platform does is the robots notice that, okay, 2 weeks ago you were posting consistently, you disappeared for 10 days. It's going to try to reconnect with you by sending you robot connections to try to encourage you to start posting again. That's why every platform, what does it do? It wants to send you notifications. And if you're like me, you say no to receiving notifications. The reason it's sending you notifications is because it wants to continue to collect data on what you're doing. A lot of you guys know this because you're on these platforms for personal purposes. And what you should be doing is being on these platforms for business purposes. It's 1 billion people doing a Google search right now. Right now, there's 1 billion people doing a Google search as we're talking. Yet, you sitting around playing on Google or on Facebook, on Instagram, posting a picture of your dog. And it's not to bring attention to your business. You're just posting a picture of your dog because you like the attention. But you're trying to pinch pennies together to make ends meet and make sure your insurance is paid by the end of the month. If you don't consistently connect with these platforms on a regular basis, they're going to stop paying you attention. To remain relevant in this new world that we're in, and this has been the case for 15, 20 years. 20 years ago, everything was centered around a website. Everything was centered around a website. Now, each platform is your own website. What's the significance of your website? To tell people what you're doing, a way to collect information. That's really all it is. It's bring attention to who you are. If you drop the website right now on Facebook, if you create a business page, which all Facebook's business page is a website. If you drop the business page on Facebook and then created a website and dropped it online, and you post it on your Facebook page versus posting on your website, you will get 10 times the attention on your Facebook page that you get on your website. Why? Because you're putting yourself in a river that people are already participating in. The attention is just going to start generating and coming. So those connections you have with people is just going to expand. As opposed to your website, you got to do SEO, you got to create content, you got to do keywords. The content already exists on Facebook. So why are you worried about, I got to build the right type of website? No, you don't. There are companies right now generating millions, if not billions of dollars, and they don't have websites. All they have are Facebook pages. All they have are Instagram pages. All they have are TikTok pages. All they have is a Google profile. That's actually going to be the next book, how to optimize your Google profile. That right alone is a book in and of itself. But building good relationships, good data relationships is just like dating. If you don't pay attention to the girl, for a little while it'll pay attention to you. But guess what? At some point in time, that girl moves on. And I only say that girls because I'm a guy, I'm a straight guy. So that's all I know. But women, they'll move on. Men, same thing. You don't pay attention to a dude, they'll move on. You have to continually pay attention to build and maintain the authority you have in an industry. And it's not as hard as you think it is, but it's the process of being consistent. You have to consistently do it. Okay, if you're one of the best models you should take are fitness trainers and bodybuilders. Bodybuilders are constantly in the mirror, and now their mirror has gone from their mirror to their camera. But they're constantly posting pictures of themselves, and in between those pictures, it's so funny because what they what they do is this, and it's cool, but it's funny. What they do is they post 1, 2, 3 pictures of them barely having any clothes on. Men, they'll roll up their pants, and the only thing that's pointed out and showing, they're showing off, quote unquote, their legs and abs. No, they're not. But it brings attention to you. Okay? They'll give you 3 pictures of that, then 10 pictures of what? They protein shake, or they weight loss gel, or their pills, or whatever. And they know you're gonna keep scrolling because you're trying to get to the next pictures of their legs and abs. Women, same thing. Women try to put the thinnest, most revealing bikini on without being banned, shadow banned by whatever platform they're on. 2 pictures, and then what? They send you 30 pictures of whatever fitness equipment that they use. It's a perfect game. Okay? But they're already used to being in front of the camera, so it doesn't matter. It actually works in their favor. You have to be the same way. You got to start getting used to being in front of the camera. And I know a lot of y'all saying, well, Marcus, you hate to show your face on camera. It's not true. I show my face when I need to. When we're sitting here and we got a situation like we have right now, it's because I want y'all to focus on what I'm saying and not what I'm looking at or how I'm looking. I care less. If you actually done made it to minute 12, you looking for information. So here's the nugget. Whatever you post on Instagram, you should be posting on Facebook. Whatever you post on Facebook, you should be posting on TikTok. Whatever you posting on TikTok, you should be posting on what? Your Google profile. Everything should connect. It's not 4 different platforms that I have to post on. Okay, that's not the case. It's 1 picture for all 4 platforms. Animals work really well in between videos and pictures of what service you provide. Animals work very well. You're gonna start seeing my puppies. My shepherd just had another litter of puppies. You're about to see those puppies all over the place. Because that moving content, watching a puppy, people love it. So that's what you're gonna start to see. Hopefully this has been helpful.